What's going on, guys? Back with another Wizards video. Now, I want to start off talking about Russell Westbrook. Now, I get it. The Wizards lost, blase blah. But it's a plethora of reasons why they lost that game. But I feel like a lot of what I'm seeing on Twitter is a lot of just Westbrook stuff. And, of course, the sports shows talking about Westbrook, etc. Now, I kind of can see what the Russell Westbrook fans be talking about. Because, yes, Russ shot 9 for 22, and he had 6 turnovers. Bill also had 6 turnovers. The Wizards also gave up 52 points in the paint. Scott Brooks also put a lineup of Ish Smith and Neto and Troy Brown Jr. with Russell Westbrook. A lineup with no shooters around the guy. I mean, it's so many things that contributed to that loss. But all you seeing is, the late game breakdown with Thomas Bryant and Russell Westbrook that left Ben Simmons wide open for the dunk. Yes, that happened. But there are so many different things that led to that moment. But that's, you talk about Russell who had 21 points. But everybody, he got it on 22 shots. Yes, it wasn't the most efficient night. But this isn't a night where just the bench was on fire. All these other guys was just balling out. And Russ was just the reason. He was just the reason. I mean, he had a plus 10 net rating. Second highest on the team behind Deni. All I'm saying is cut the guy some slack, bro. Relax. I don't know why they dislike the guy so much, but relax. Take it easy. First game. But with that being said, let's get into this video. Let's get into this recap. I just wanted to say that. So Russell Westbrook had a triple-double through 3 quarters. 21 points, 11 rebounds, 15 assists. Shooting 9 for 22. 6 turnovers. Now, as I said before, you had the late game breakdown. But I feel like you can feel the team's energy coming through the TV screen. I feel like they were everywhere. I feel like they created a lot of turnovers. They was picking up charges. They were fighting through screens. I feel like they did a lot of things that they haven't been doing defensively for some years now. I feel like everybody could physically see the difference in defensive effort. Now, at the end of the day, they lost, so it wasn't good enough because they lost. But I think a lot of that is due to Russ. So, yes, you had the 9 for 22 night, etc. Some rust. All the players, Ben, Joel, even though he balled out, Brad, everybody had some kind of rust. From both sides, it got a little sloppy during the game. That's expected. Minimal preseason. But you have, I feel like the mentality of Russell Westbrook that kind of has been rubbing off on the Wizards, and I feel like you've seen that when they played the 76ers. I feel like Russell Westbrook is a result of that defensive effort and that defensive intensity that the Wizards did show. Now to get into Bradley Beal, 31 points, 11 for 22 from the field. Bradley Beal has some rough moments. He also had very good moments. Once again, he's getting into the groove of things. A lot of these guys, like I said, are getting into the groove of these things. It's the first game. You don't want to overreact. You don't want to put too much stock into what you've seen. And from Russ and Brad, personally, I'm taking away more positives than negatives from what I've seen. Going against the opponent they went against, and from it being the first game with an odd off season. My biggest issue, though, is them 52 points in the paint. That just cannot happen. It happened a lot last year. No resistance in the paint. Yes, you have Joel Embiid down there, one of the best centers in the league. I get that. But you just got to fight more. It's got to be tougher for the 76ers to get those in the paint baskets. It's got to be tougher. Thomas Bryant, I feel like some of the shot selection in that game wasn't the best. I would like for him to take some better shots. I feel like the defense was an issue from him, yes. But we all know Thomas Bryant isn't the best defender. That just comes with the territory with him. And then when you're going against a guy like Joel Embiid, it's going to be rough. No, you could put Robin Lopez on him. It's going to be rough, no matter who you put on him. But still, 52 points is a lot of points. It really is. The Wizards have to improve their paint defense, their interior defense. They got to do better. They just have to. Another thing, Scott Brooks, I don't ever want to see this Neto, Russell Westbrook, Thomas Bryant, I apologize, Troy Brown Jr. lineup. That was horrible. Nobody wants to see it. It's bad. Don't put a bunch of non-shooters around Russell Westbrook on the court. Nobody wants to see all these guys who cannot shoot, these guards. Ish Smith didn't have a good game. Neto didn't have a good game. Troy Brown didn't really have that great of a game, in my opinion. So that lineup in the bench unit, it killed a lot of things. When the Wizards built up that lead and they came in, the lead started going away. You know, that lineup was pretty bad. Now, I don't know how much different. Like, Garrison Matthews, in my opinion, should be playing. Garrison Matthews should be getting minutes. As a shooter, he should be getting minutes. I don't want him to continue to be inactive. He needs to be on the court. He does. His shooting provides that need. He needs to be there. And he should be there. Now, to harp back to go back a little bit, I want to talk about the defense. The defense looked very good. Now, they had breakdowns late. But for majority of the time, they were active. They got their hands in passing lanes. They were fighting through screens. It didn't just look like a consistent, 76ers getting whatever they want. It didn't look like that for the whole game. Like, oh, the Sixers are just getting whatever they want, when they want, at all times. The Wizards' fault, they did. But, like I said before, it wasn't good enough. So, what you want to see is continuous improvement on that defensive side of the ball. You just do. Now, my thing is, the next game is against the Orlando Magic. And they've been a big Achilles heel for the Wizards. The Wizards just can't seem to beat the guys. Now, I would hope the Wizards will be able to defeat them. I think the Wizards should be able to beat them. But we're going to see. Like I said, game one, I'm not overreacting too much to what I seen. It was some good things. It was some bad things. I do feel like they should have won that game. I do. But on to the next. Against the Orlando Magic. And we'll see what's in store. Until next time, y'all. Peace.